Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be giving you some tips how to get this look, and yeah, some tips to keep in mind for a Valentine's makeup look. Keep in mind not to overdo your makeup for Valentine's Day, even for wedding days or like special days. You don't have to overdo it, just do whatever you do like normally would, and just maybe go to an extra step, but not too much. Choose a look that goes with your eye shape. Let's say like full eye of glitter. If you have very hooded eyes, you need to go around it and just try to use the glitter anyway, but use it differently, use it in a way that it doesn't look bad on you. I hope this sounds well, but in my mind it does. There's this huge thing that Valentine's has to be pink or red. While red is the color of love, and pink, I don't know why they chose pink, but pink, it doesn't have to be pink. You just do whatever you feel comfortable in. As I said while I was applying my lips, I don't like red lips. I just did it because most people do it, but I don't really like them. I explained why. If you've watched till the end of the video, you'll know why I don't like them. The next 2 points are like similar, but they're all about lips as well. So if you're going to eat somewhere, either stick to salads or just do a nude lips. They're smudge proof, kiss proof, whatever, but they do go away as well with food, with oils basically. At least there isn't one that I know of that at least I don't have it, that is oil proof. Oil removes almost anything. You will end up with the outliner only, and you will need to go to apply it again. So yeah, I would recommend you to go for nude lips if you're not confident that you're going to stick with the salad. I never do. And then there is the other thing. Use liquid lipsticks. Well, unless you're going to eat and you're going, I don't know, somewhere in public, you're going to look like this. So it doesn't matter what lipstick you choose, because it's not gonna show. If you're gonna be like this, you need to do a lipstick that doesn't smudge, because if you take it off, you'll end up with a smudged lipstick. So yeah, just little fun tips to keep in mind on Valentine's Day. So yeah, let's start this look. Today is going to be a Valentine makeup look. And it's going to be more like a tutorial kind of. I don't usually speak in my videos. The reason is because I usually put my son to sleep for his nap, and I start recording my videos. So I like to keep it more quiet. It's also easier for me to edit those videos that I don't talk in them, because I get mixed up a lot. But I have my notes here, and I'm going to do my best to explain what I'm doing. So I'm gonna start with my eyes today and then move on to skin. I'm gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill palette and also the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil. I'm gonna start by putting on some concealer. I use the Revolution Conceal and Define as concealer and as base. The mini beauty blender or whatever, mini beauty sponge is damp, it's wet. Try not to apply like too much. So I'm gonna use one of the lightest shades from the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's a bit shimmery, but it doesn't really matter. It's okay. Or any pressed powder will do, basically. Alright, so that's it. A little bit under the eyes. When the base is done, we're going to go to create the crease. Go for like a brown, basically a brown color, which is not too dark but not too pale. It always depends on your skin tone. I got a mix of colors. And just start, like, you know, marking where you want it to be. Don't go for smaller brushes because you will deposit a lot of color in one place and it's harder to then move it on and blend it. If you have hooded eyes, it's okay to just pull the skin so you have a flatter surface. Go in circular motions. I think I'm done with the crease color. I'll go darker if I want to later. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get a smaller, denser brush because I don't want to blend too much. And from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, I'm gonna do a pop of color like over here. I'm gonna pick red today, just like vibrant red, because I want to use red, but I want to put them in areas that doesn't make me look like I was crying. I like to do this before I cut the crease, and then I'll continue after if I need to, because it gives me a good idea where to stop. I'm gonna intensify a bit with the pink. See, to intensify the color, instead of just pulling, tapping like this to deposit the color where I want it to be. No, I'm not giving you a lot of details about the colors because, that I'm using, because it doesn't really make much of a difference what color you use. It's more about the technique. So with the wand, I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer on my hand with a flat brush like this. I'm gonna shape up the crease. I always start over here and then from the inner corner. It's okay to open your eyes to see where you want to stop. Because I have slightly hooded eyes, I cannot go all the way through, otherwise nothing's gonna show up, so I'm gonna stop over there. I'm gonna do the other eye. Make sure you have enough concealer, otherwise it will not cover and it will end up mixing with the other color and you'll create like a pink or so. Alright. Now I usually like to grab the ring finger and just to this, so they mix up a little bit. Just to remove that edge. And I'm just gonna put it right where I did the concealer. So we kind of set it with the color. I'm going to move on to darkening the outer V. I moved on to the Jaclyn Hill palette again, and I'm just gonna do the darker reds. I like to drag a little bit to make my eye look longer, kind of. Apply my eyeliner. Now this is what I think does the whole trick for this look. Grab that black eyeliner and just thinly start thin, as close to the eyelash as you can. Now I'm gonna open my eyes like this. I'm gonna kind of draw like a line like this. And you're gonna draw all this bit kind of this without really going out of the eye. With the black eyeliner, with the black eyeshadow, I'm quickly, before it dries, I'm gonna go and smudge the end. This is if you have hooded eyes and you want to remove a bit of the hooded eyes. This is something I like to do. Now this is a bit tricky over here because it's really easy to just go out and out and out and out, but that will look a bit weird. You see what we did, the difference between one eye and the other? The red is almost hidden. So I'm gonna go back to a darker brown with the same brush and just go slightly. I'm gonna lift and go slightly into that crease and stop almost where the cut crease has ended. Can go back to the black and place a little bit more until you feel that it's blended enough. Can you see the difference between one eye and the other? Next I'm gonna do the bottom lash line. So once again I'm gonna start with a brown color, the one I used for my crease. I'm grabbing the darker color. Hill palette has a really beautiful shimmery pink. Pretty, and I'm gonna apply it over here. And a little over here. Okay, so now that I've done the other eye, I'm gonna intensify a bit the red again, because all is done now, so I'm not gonna darken anymore. So with only the tip of the brush, I dipped into the colors without touching the black, just a little bit. I'm gonna move on to brows. I'm gonna go for a pomade because I feel like it's a bit more intense. You need a angled brush or a flat brush, a small brush, something that is flat and gets onto the spaces. I know we're using a pomade, but try to keep your brow shape natural as possible. We just want the color to be a little bit darker. Also, this depends on your hair. If you're blonde, you want to be maybe go one shade or two shades a bit darker, but nothing too dramatic. Also, to keep the space here far enough to make you look natural, because eyebrows determine our mood most of the time. They're very expressive, you know. So if I look like this with the eyebrows close together, you look angry, and nobody wants to go out with an angry date. So you know, just keep social distancing between your eyebrows as well. Well, basically just do them as normal as usually, you know. If you usually go thick, go thick. You just don't want to be too different. Just because it's Valentine, it's like bridal makeup. Just because it's your wedding, you don't have to look a completely different person. I know I always use glitters, and well, I love glitters, I can't deny. I like this one. It's a very mild, it doesn't really have a color on the skin. It does look a little gold in here. I'm not gonna use any primer because I don't want like a lot to stick. I just want a few, and I'm doing this before I do the foundation so I can cover it up. It's very pretty, right? So it's not too much glitter, but well, it does add that cute touch. Foundation time. So today I'm going to do a mixture of, I want a light layer of foundation. I don't want too much. I do like this much of moisturizer. This is my normal shade, 2.0. But I think it's finished, so if it's not, I'll use it. Yeah, it still has some. I'll use that. I'm gonna mix this liquid highlighter into my foundation and moisturizer. I know I look ridiculous, but I like to do this so I know that the product is going to be distributed well. gonna use a blender. And I think it would have been better to use the brush for this. Let me see. Let's give more coverage. If you want more coverage, just apply the moisturizer first and then the foundation. I'm still gonna do concealer, so this is where I need a little bit of more over here, where I have some bad boys pimples. No, the glow doesn't really show, but it's not completely matte either, so that's what I wanted. Concealer. If it's a little bit white over here, don't worry, I'll contour. And I'm gonna use a little bit of powder. A good tip if you get texture is to use it with a damp beauty sponge. It kind of sets the powder before it gets before it dries out the skin. Now I'm gonna contour a little bit. I like using cream contour. I probably should have done it before the powder. I'm only gonna do a little bit, so let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit harder, so please do it before, not after the powder, so it's a bit better to blend. I'm always doing like small dots. much harder to blend on powdered skin. But we managed. I'm gonna add up the highlight. And you could, do some blush on the nose. That looks cute. So for the eyelashes, as usual, I'm gonna go for one of the Nigeria Beauty false eyelashes, and it's been a while since I used this. These are the Goddess. I hope they're still good because they're really pretty. Let me show you. They're really pretty. I like these because they're very fluffy and they are very full, but they don't hide what's on the eyelid. Sometimes if the eyelash is too dense, it just hides whatever there's on the eyelid when your eyes are open, and you don't really want that. It's best to use your tweezers. They're more precise. I like to start from the outer part and then place them in the middle, stick the outer part, then go to the inner corner, put them in place and stop touching them. Make sure the glue gets tacky before you apply them on. I like to push a bit down on the eyelash so it's not like this, and then go by close to the lash band and your eyelash, but please be careful, do not pinch yourself, your eye, and then just put a little bit of pressure with so you help them stick. When that's done, I move on to lips, and then I put on mascara, so I give enough time for the glue to dry up. I don't really like red lips on myself. I feel like I draw more attention kind of. I don't like people looking at me, and well, it sounds funny because I'm on YouTube, but I don't like to see people looking at me. So I feel like if I do red lips, I'm seeking people to look at me. I don't know, it's stupid, but it's just what it is. But anyway, for the sake of this look, I think I should go with the classic red lips for Valentine. But however, red lips are not necessary. You could go with a nude lip, especially if you done I don't know, if you went heavy on your eyes. You don't have to. If you don't like red lips, you don't have to wear them. This would be also a cute lip, I think. Right, this is like the reddest red I have. I like to overline my lip a little bit, the topper part, like this part here. If I had to enlarge my lips, that's what I would do. And make sure you paint inside here. Because if you blow your partner kisses. Joking. Anyway, yeah, when you talk and it's just not attractive to see that area. Oh, you need to be so careful with red lips because one mistake and they smudge. They're not perfect. You see, this is another reason why I don't like red lips, because they have to be perfect. Because it's a bold color like black, anything that is bold is gonna show up immediately if you do a mistake. Well, anyway, I'm not going out, so if they're not perfect, then that's fine too. If you tend to get emotional, you need to do the waterproof mascara. So this is the final look. I hope you like it for Valentine's, and yeah, I'm gonna give you a close-up look. Hope you enjoyed my tips as well, and yeah, that's it. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.